Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are cash stuffing over £500 today, which is really exciting for me. I've been so excited about doing this video like all month because I knew there was going to be a juicy amount going in. So we're going to start with the savings challenges as always, because I don't want to have to revisit an envelope if it's got a couple of amounts going in. I'd rather just do it all in one go. So we have £21.27 for savings challenge. So I think there's more than 1 5 there. I don't want to, no, maybe not. Right, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, and then I'm just going to write out the 127. There we go. So let me get the envelopes ready. Actually, should we just, I'm not going to do the envelopes. We're going to just roll because there's only 4 categories that's going to go into. This is already going into savings. I do that every time because the dice is worth £5 per roll. So 127 automatically going into savings. Right. Category 1, so if I roll a 1, is going to be debt. Yes, it's been a while. Debt. 2 is savings. 3 is hubby. 4 is Christmas. 5 is my son's laptop. And 6 is rewards. So, am I going to remember it? I should do, shouldn't I? Maybe I should write it down as I go on this piece of paper. Yes, right, let's go. 4, of course, it's Christmas. 5, 3, and 5 again. Okay, so let's get the envelopes out. Cool. Okay, so savings, first of all, is getting £1.27. So actually, we'll do that last because I'm going to need this to know what I'm doing. We'll do that in a minute. Right, hubby is getting, so it's going to get £5 and £10 from the budget, from the December budget. So let's get £10. So we've got £10 from the December budget and £5 from the savings challenge. So that gives us in hubby 10, 20, so I should do it higher up, 10, 20, it's not in order, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 265. So the target for the envelope is 260, and then we start over again. So this means I can now, from next month, from January, put an extra £5 a week towards food shopping. He currently pays for a lot of bills, and I just want to start to be able to gradually pay more of my way, like I used to do before redundancy hit and I had to take a really low paying job. So yes, what I'm going to do, so we've got £5 started already for the next 260, because we're going to save again, is I will write on here, hopefully it will, because I've got a blue pen. I'm going to say 260 fully, you're not going to be able to see this, fully funded. But what I need to do is sort of knock that, you can see it slightly on there, is knock it sort of in my actual budget book. So I know what I'm doing. I need to write dates down, when it will last to. That will be a whole year of me doing £5 a week. So I'm going to put it in there for now, and then I will add that to January's budget. So brilliant. £5 has started for the next £260. That is hubby done. Right, next we've got Christmas. So Christmas is getting, let's put that money there. Christmas is getting £5. And it's also getting £25 from the budget. And we also have Patreon money that we can fully fund it with. But I'm going to work out how much is was needed. It's not going to be very much from the Patreon at all. and Patreon, I've got a lot of money in there. So this was the Christmas tracker. So let's just move. No, that's right. Okay, so we've got 30 here. So you can tell I don't do this very often. Right, 20, 40, 60, 80. I feel like my cat's on the move. 100. 110, 120, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200, 200, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, I need the calculator, so 235, plus 176.98, 159.78, £3.85, and £99.56. So that is £675.16, and we wanted to get to, dropping money everywhere, honestly I'm like, what's his name, Scrooge McDuck. That is a blast from the past. Come on, naughty things. We need to get to 700, so minus 700, £24.83. So we are going to take £24.83 for Christmas out of Patreon. So let me mark that down. And that is Christmas fully funded. I'm so excited. So that is an extra £185 compared to last year that we saved. To me, it's still not quite. I mean, it's enough because I did it on 515 last year. But for what I want, because I love Christmas and because my son is still like young and I want to treat my mum and I just love Christmas. So for me, I think the perfect amount for the budget for the entirety of Christmas, so food, gifts, parceling up, wrapping paper, advent calendars, alcohol, everything to do with Christmas, the tree and everything, would be £1,000. Yes, I can do it on half of that, but not as, I don't know, I'm a giver. I love giving lovely gifts and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to aim to get to 1,000 at some point, but for now that's not going to be doable. But that's really exciting. So that is Christmas done, and we can retire that envelope now until next year. We're going to be going back to my son's birthday envelope from January. So let's pop this to one side. Cool. Okay, so I am marking off as I go, if you're wondering why I keep stopping and starting, because there's a lot here and I need to make sure everything's going in the right place. Okay, so the last one from the savings challenge was laptop for my son. So we've got 5, 10, we rolled 2 5s, which is amazing. So we've got £10 and we have £25 going in from the December budget, 10, 25. So that gives us 5, 10, 15, 25, 35 going into laptop. Had the wrong envelope there. I had to swap out. That was my laptop, not my son's laptop envelope. Okay, so we have in here, let's see what we've got all together now. All together now. Right, we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, £101 and 10 pence. Oh, that makes my heart sing. We're going to get to 300 in there, and then my husband's half of 300, so I think 600 will get a really good deal. Hopefully won't spend 600, but I want to have that in there. So, oh, I'm super proud of that already. So we don't need that until September next year. So that is coming along nicely. It really is. Okay, next we've got the savings amounts. We've got £1.27 going into here. So currently we've got £331.40 in here. So adding that on, we will have £1.27 plus 331.40 equals, we'll have 332.67. I know this isn't the prettiest thing in the world, but when you're on a budget and you're saving, it will do. I'd love to have a pretty setup, but it just seems like such a silly waste of money for me. I'm not saying for other people. For me, when I've got such a huge debt to get through and other things that I want to save for. But one day I will for sure get some really pretty binders and envelopes and everything like that for definite. So good. So I will whack that amount in when we finish recording, little 127. Okay, so now let's do our other envelopes. So we've got pet, sinking funds, social, and then we will do the year ahead in a moment. So let's start with social. We're getting £20 from the December budget going into social. We've got a lot in here because I went to London with my girlies, and if you saw my last video, I already chatted a little bit about it in there. But I gave myself £110 to spend, like whilst I was there, and I only spent £29 on food and drink. So I had a curry and a cocktail and a beer and a Pepsi, and yeah, I think £29 was pretty reasonable in London for all that amount. So we have now got 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, £126 in social. £40 of that is going to be, I have a dinner party at the end of December at a friend's house. So she cooks a really lovely sort of 6-7 course meal and pairs it with lovely drinks. It's just amazing. She's the hostess with the mostess. And so we like to, the girls that go, we like to like group money together and buy her something nice, usually like a spa voucher. And then I also may need to get a taxi home, depending if the other girls are driving or drinking or what's happening. So I like to put £40 aside. That will leave us with £86 going into the new year. So what I really want to do is, my son likes to get an experience gift off Grandad for Christmas, and he has sort of for the last few years. He got Chesington last year. We've had Harry Potter Studios, Go Away, things like that. He just really likes getting that. So we're going to ask Grandad to get a Cadbury World ticket this year. And my son has an inset day in February. So we like to do it on an inset day because I don't know what you call it in America, but an inset day is like a day off where teachers train. Teachers go into school and they do training, whatever they need to do, and the kids get the day off school. And they're just, the schools choose their inset days individually, so they're not the same all over the UK. And so I think it's quite a good day to do these things on, because then it's not half term, so it's not going to be absolutely packed, and it's not on a weekend, so it's not going to be packed. So I like to try and do the experiences on those days wherever possible. So yes, in February I want to go to Cadbury World, so obviously I'd need to be able to buy my own ticket. It's only £19, so a ticket for me. And because it's the Midlands, it's like quite a bit of a drive, so I want to book a hotel. So drive up on the Sunday, and it's in Wolverhampton. And so we all love curries, and Wolverhampton and Birmingham are known for like really great curry houses. So it'd be nice to book a nice hotel, go for a nice curry dinner, and then the next day go to Cadbury World and then come home. And it just be just lovely. So that is what that's going to go towards. So by February I'll have another at least £40 in there, so it'll be back up to 126. If I don't use anything from or if I don't use all of the 40 for the meal, then there'll be a bit extra from that, and anything that might go in from savings challenges. So we're going to have at least 126. So I think that would cover that nicely. If it doesn't, then I can either go into sinking funds, or I can just use some of my February budget money to pay for it. But I can't even remember the last time we booked a hotel. It was probably for someone's wedding. It's been years. and it's time that we started doing some nice things here and there. So that's very exciting. I've never been to Cadbury World. I think my son will love it. He's going to be so happy that he's got that as a gift, I think. Next, I think we'll do pets. So pets getting £5 as usual. This is just for rabbit bedding. Trying to get a big bag, saving around £40 for a big bag. Let's see what we've got. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 92 in there now. So I think we'll probably have to buy a smaller bag this month. So we might need about 10, 15 for that. So then we'll be back down to 10 and then we'll try and save again. We'll get there eventually, unless I decide, I don't know, if my buffer's quite big, if I haven't used much of it, then maybe I will just pay the extra that's needed, the extra 15 to get a big bag this month. Don't know. See how I feel. Right, that's pet done. Next we've got sinking funds. And we're going to be putting 21.26 in. So 10, 20. Now we need 126. Oh my God, a scrappy little piece of paper. Oh, I'm so professional. Right, I feel like my wire is banging against the box. Right, 21.26. So £1.26. Yes. Okay. So my aim with sinking funds now is to get it to its first 100. It did get to 100, but then I had to buy a toaster and kettle, and I managed to get a set for £30. It was half price. I think I told you that last time. I can't remember. So this has gone under the 100 mark now. So my aim is to get this back to 100, and when it's at 100, we'll just put £10 a month in. If it falls below 100 again, we'll put a bigger amount in to get it back to 100. And then when it hits 200, if we go below 200, I will put as much as needed in to get to 200 and then back to £10 a month. I still want to build it. It makes sense to me. I don't know if I've explained that very well. So let's see what we have got in here now. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 108, £109.06, right? So that is £9.06 we've got in there, right? £9.06. That's cool. We don't need to cross you out, we'll just throw you away. You gone, and cross you out on the other side. So £109.06. So from next month, unless we need to dip into it, we'll just have £10 going into it moving forward to build up. Just keep building it up really, so that it will be a bigger emergency fund. That is the sinking funds done. And now for the biggie. So this is very exciting. I've got quite a lot going into the year ahead envelopes. So we have £50 from a competition when going in. We've got £33.43 from a custom video. We've got £42.81 from another custom video. Then we've got £4.63 coming over from November that I didn't spend. £5 from vintage sale that I made. 5 pence from a 5p I found on the floor outside. We've got £42.54 from the December budget that was left over. So that's 178.46, but we do have more going in. Give me a second. Okay, so I withdrew £220.92 from Patreon. I've saved that up all year from one of my other channels, and my aim was just to withdraw it in December for Christmas. So we needed to use £24.83 of that for the Christmas budget to get up to the £700. And that leaves us with £196.09. So we'll add that to the 178.46, giving us a grand total of £374.55 going into the year ahead funds, which is just lovely. Now then, I can't remember where we got to. Was it April? Let's have a little look. See, I think it was either April or May. I think May is a bit too optimistic. Right, April. Let's see how far we got. it looks like we are at April. So we've got, right, let me just write down 374.55 before my calculator goes off. Right, so we had in there £30.33. So 165 is what we need for April, for Easter, my rabbit's birthday, half-term fun, and a haircut for me. So 165 minus £30.33. So we need another 134.67. So let's minus that off the 374.55. So 374.55 minus 134.67 equals 239.88. And that is April fully funded. Lovely. Right, let's see how much we need for May. So 140 for May. That's for my husband's birthday, Daddy's birthday gift, cards and wrap, half term. I've got 1 week of half term in May. My niece's birthday, post office to send my niece's gift, and a takeaway for my husband's birthday. So we will minus 140 from that, giving us 99.88. That is fully funded. Oh no, my pen's running out. Stop running out. No, that'll do. I know what it says. Okay, June, and we've got 99.88 going into June, which is lovely. Right, what do we need for June? We need 145.50 for June. So it's my friend Sat's birthday, cards and wrap, post office to send gifts. It's also Father's Day for my dad, Father's Day for Daddy, like my son, like my husband. I have to do that just to differentiate for myself. Summer fair for my son. School disco and raffle, £3. School performance, we had to pay for a ticket last year, so I'm putting that down. Tombola for the summer fair and a takeaway for Father's Day. So 145.50. So minus 145.50 equals, we need 45.62 left. So let's add 145.50. Yeah, so we need to pop in 99.88 into here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, and then we need £4.88 written down. I don't know if my pen, oh, there's a little hair there. Don't like that at all. Come here. Right, £4.88. Can just about make that out. £4.88. Oh, that makes my heart sing. It makes my heart sing. 99.88 going into June. We're almost halfway through next year for expenses outside of my basic rate of pay, so I'm really chuffed. Next month we'll have a much bigger amount going towards savings challenges and sinking funds, and year ahead should be getting a nice amount again. I'm planning to put my YouTube AdSense money that I get paid at the end of December into it. Any money I get from Christmas gifts, if anyone gives me money instead of gifts, I'm going to put that into the year ahead. Anything spare that I might not spend from my Christmas budget will go into my son's birthday envelope. But we'll have the gifts money, the YouTube money, and then I'm getting a pay rise. It won't be very much in the next pay packet for January. I've worked out at about £27 extra a month, and it's backdated to September. So I'm going to use September, October, November. Yeah, because I get paid at the end of the month. So I'm going to use 3 amounts of 27 into the year ahead and keep the January's £27 for the normal budget. So that will also go in. So I'll have a nice amount going into year ahead again, not as much as this time, but still almost as much, I think. So maybe we can get June, July, and maybe part of August done. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm super chuffed with that. I was so excited to record this video for that reason. How do you think I'm doing? I'm so blooming proud of myself. Christmas budget, whack, done with an extra £185 compared to last year. Like, I cannot shout it enough how good cash stuffing and budgeting is. It has genuinely changed my life. It's changing my life. My debt is coming down. I have so much saved. I mean, not thousands and thousands, but I've got enough that if there was a small emergency, I've got it covered. And it's such a nice feeling. And I know everyone who budgets says that, but genuinely, it makes me so happy when I've budgeted amount. Like when I went to London and I had that £110. I mean, I wasn't reckless and I didn't just spend it all. Obviously, I spent £29, but it was so nice that I knew I could pick anything off that menu. I could pick a cocktail. Like, it wasn't like, oh, it's this much. Like, I had that money set aside. It was guilt-free. It was budgeted for. I will never go back. I will never, ever go back. Promise. But that will do it for today. It's probably quite late in the day. I've got to go get my son because we're going to the book fair, getting him a nice book from there at the school. I might pop into the range on the way home and get some chockies and crisps, as you do. Yeah, and then I need to pay my HSBC bill if I've got time. So I better shoot off. Have a really lovely Christmas, guys. Let me know what you're buying. I'm in an iron about doing a Christmas gift haul video. I'm just not going to have the time this year. The things that I've bought quickly, I've bought quite a few nice teas from Bird and Blend. It's like a snowball mix. It's like marshmallowy, chocolatey, coconutty teas. I ordered some custom air fresheners with my son's face on for Nana, Grandad and Daddy. So you can choose the scent, and he's done a different picture face for each of them. So they'll have his little head bobbing in their car, which is adorable. I got some flavoured toothpicks from Pickham's. So there's like a mint one, a cherry cola one and a mango flavoured one as gifts. I got my son a TV with a DVD player combination, Five Nights at Freddy's DVD, what else? A Switch game, books, calendar, like a cute calendar. He's possibly getting another Switch game. I'm thinking of maybe getting him like a stand for his headphones. And he's got like a glass coffee tumbler in his stocking. He's gonna have a cinema ticket in his stocking. What else have I got? I'm getting my husband a Pecksniff's voucher. It's a perfume cologne company which he likes to buy from, so I'm going to get him Pecksniff's voucher. Some scratch cards, got a jigsaw puzzle for my sister, and some mint cocoa lip balm from Burt's Bees, I think, for a few people. I can't think what else I've bought, but loads vouchers and just things like that. So yes, let me know what you've got. And yeah, I'm nearly done. I hope you're nearly done so you can enjoy the rest of your holidays. I'm going to shut up now. Merry Christmas, guys, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye.